I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
All right, my little aliens, let me set the scene. It's 2018, I'm a freshman in high school, I'm 13, and around this time is when I really started to revolve my life around YouTube and YouTubers. I was a big fan of David Dobrik, Antonio Garza, Emma Chamberlain, and Joanna Sedia. 2018 had some pretty memorable moments in internet culture, like Logan Paul filming a dead body, Tanacon, Shane Dawson at his peak, overstimulating editing epidemic, the beginning of Dramageddon, the ending of DeFi Media, and PewDiePie versus TSeries. That was all in the same year. That all happened in 2018, and all those events resulted in the most disliked video in YouTube history, YouTube Rewind 2018. And there has not been a YouTube Rewind since then. I genuinely don't think YouTube has had that big of a scandal years. Well, I think 2020 is a very close second, but I don't think anything will ever top Logan Paul filming a dead body. So I wanted to give you a timeline of all the events that happened in 2018. We started off 2018 with a bang, and I'm already demonetized. Logan Paul. On January 1st, 2018, Logan Paul uploaded his infamous "We Found a Dead Body in the Japanese Forest" vlog, in which him and his group of losers go into the Aokigahara forest in Japan, otherwise known as the Japanese forest. And I'm not sure if you can tell by the name it was given, but it's very known for the amount of that happen in it. I know you would have never guessed that if I didn't tell you right now, but now you know. So Logan Paul had the bright idea of going into the Japanese forest and filming a vlog there. While he was filming this vlog, they encountered a dead body. Logan Paul only blurred the face of the dead body, and he left the rest of the body unblurred. This video ended up on YouTube's trending page and was left up for many hours and garnered 6 million views before it was finally taken down. And then later on in the week, Logan made his infamous
I've made a severe
apology video. I don't know if you guys know. Right now, I'm recording my video. After I record this video, I'm gonna have to sit down and edit it for hours. And then after I'm done editing it, I watch it through and make sure everything's okay. Logan Paul went through all of those steps and still decided that the video was good to... I'm done talking about Logan Paul, but January is also when Shane Dawson uploaded his popular conspiracy theories video with his new intro and setup. And I think that video is when his popularity really started to skyrocket. I mean, he was already popular, but you know what I mean. 2 days after his conspiracy theory video was posted, he released the infamous
I am not a fucking
apology video. This is also when Tide Pods were like the funniest thing on the planet. Forbidden fruit, am I right, guys? Antonio Garza. In April, Antonio posted her infamous 9th grade makeup transformation video, and she blew up shortly after this. This is when her editing style was popularized. So Emma Chamberlain adopted this editing style, and everyone and their mother was editing like this. I want to say this trend lasted up until like 2020. Another trend that I noticed during this time was everyone trying to be like extremely relatable. Literally like human garbage. I never shower. The bugs. What Skibbity Toilet is for Gen Alpha, this editing is for Gen Z. Moving on. Tanacon announcement. On May 26th, Tana announced that she would be holding her own convention called Tanacon that would rival VidCon, which is John and Hank Green's convention. Tana had a month to execute this, and she began working with Good Times Entertainment. Good Times Entertainment is run by a 21-year-old Michael Weist at the time. So Tanacon was slated to feature creators like David Dobrik, Gabby Hanna, Weston Corey, Emma Chamberlain, literally everyone that was big at that time. They were going to be at Tanacon. Tanacon was going to be held the same weekend at the same time that VidCon was happening. On June 22nd, 2018, Tanacon happened, and it was a disaster. People were standing outside for hours without food and water, getting sunburned, and there was barely any security. After it all went to shit, Tana claimed that 20,000 people had showed up without tickets and that's why it was canceled. I'm gonna sound kind of insane here, but I think I know exactly why Tanacon did not work. So I told you earlier that Tanacon sold 4,000 tickets. The capacity of the Anaheim Marriott Suites is around 1,000 people. So why would you hold a convention in a place that can't even hold capacity? Here's where I think they messed up, and here's where I initially messed up while I was researching this video. So there's two hotels. There's two hotels in Anaheim, California with very similar names. Before I continue, I looked this up, and apparently I don't think anyone has really realized this. This is where I personally think they messed up. Again, there's two hotels in Anaheim with very similar names. There's the Anaheim Marriott and the Anaheim Marriott Suites. I think that when they were looking for venues online, they saw the Anaheim Marriott, which has a capacity of about 4,000 people. But when they went to go hold the event and they went to the hotel, they went to the Anaheim Marriott Suites. The Anaheim Marriott Suites has a capacity of 1,000. The Anaheim Marriott has a capacity of 4,000. Tana kept saying she was told that the Anaheim Marriott had a capacity of 4,000. And that's true. But they held it at the Anaheim Marriott Suites. It also doesn't help that these hotels are literally down the street from each other. I don't think it's a conspiracy whatsoever. I don't think it was planned to fail. I just think they didn't pay enough attention when they were looking for the hotels, and this could have prevented so much shit from happening. I personally think that the whole venue mix-up is the fault of the tour company. Yes, it's Tana's convention. She has her name on it. But she hired Good Times to do this shit, to do this exact shit. Now I'm gonna be talking a little bit about Shane's Tanacon series. On June 28th, 6 days after Tanacon happened, Shane uploaded the first part of his docu-series about Tanacon. He gave absolutely no time for, like, anything. Going into Shane's series, it's so clear that he has a bias towards Tana. Do I think Michael is in the wrong? Absolutely. But he gives, like, very little room for Michael to really talk. Shane privately talked to Tana multiple times, but he only spoke to Michael once, or no, he spoke to him twice on the phone, but once was privately, and the second time was with Tana. I also thought my discovery of the hotel confusion was kind of an obvious thing, but it's not mentioned at all in the docu-series. I was talking on the phone with my older sister about this, and Shane's whole thing is like, who is the guy on the Segway?
He's just like segwaying around the convention. Like,
which I get, I understand. But there's two hotels in Anaheim, California with very similar names and a very large difference in capacity. Also, did Shane have a bias towards Tana? Yes, but Michael was very unprofessional during his interview with Shane. Michael was vaping and texting throughout his interview with Shane. Dude, this was your only time to, like, prove yourself and give answers, and instead of doing that, you were vaping, texting, and just reiterating the fact that you were gonna lose your house.
I am going to lose everything. I'm going to lose everything. My career is going to fall apart. Like, I risked it all to make this happen. My house, my car, everything. I'm gonna lose everything.
Did Michael Weist lose his house? I have no idea, but in October of 2018, his company, Good Times, filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. And if you're wondering what Michael Weist is up to now, he owns multiple companies, he has an insurance company, a record label, he's a real estate agent, an investor, and he's a voting member of the Recording Academy. Moving on. TikTok's US release. On August 2nd, 2018, TikTok merged with Musical.ly and it gained a lot of traction pretty much immediately. 2018 TikTok is a whole other video and I'm not gonna really get into it here. And I hate to use this word, but it was kind of unhinged. It was very unhinged. The song No Mercy by The Living Tombstone and Mia Khalifa by I Love Friday kinda ran this app for a little bit. Also, at this point, it was very cringe to have TikTok, and it's been 6 years and it's already come full circle, but for completely different reasons. Also, these trends were so stupid. So earlier on in the year, Gabriel Zamora, Manny MUA, Nikita Dragon, and Laura Lee started to drift away from Jeffree Star. On August 1st, Shane released his The Secret World of Jeffree Star the first episode of his docuseries, it made Jeffree seem like a normal ass person. Like, he made it seem like Jeffree was the one that was thrown under the bus by his friends or whatever. And in response to this, Gabriel Zamora tweeted out a picture of him, Nikita, Laura, and there's too many people. Anyway, he tweeted a picture of them holding up the middle finger, and then he captioned it, "Bitch is bitter because without him, we're doing better." After Jeffree's fans started attacking him, in response, he tweeted, "Imagine standing a racist." You were friends with him. During this time, funnily enough, his and Laura Lee's racist tweets resurfaced, and it resulted in this infamous apology video.
So sorry.
So while the beauty community was disintegrating, this shit started. So if you don't know, PewDiePie was the most subscribed to YouTube channel for a while, but TSeries, an Indian record label, not a person, was really close to taking his title. So in response to this, PewDiePie released Bitch Lasagna, a diss track in which he makes fun of the way Indian people speak. One of the lines in the song is, "Your language sounds like it comes from a mumble rap community." And he claims that this Indian record label is using a sub bot to pass him. I don't think they give that much of a shit, PewDiePie. So this whole feud started on August 28th, and Mr. Beast was kind of at the forefront of this subscribe to PewDiePie movement. He bought billboards all over North Carolina, and he even wore a shirt that said subscribe to PewDiePie at the Super Bowl, and it was shown on national television. On October 5th, PewDiePie released Bitch Lasagna, which I already told you is the diss track. I do have a confession to make. I know all the lyrics to Bitch Lasagna. I remember sitting in class and having the sub count pulled up on my phone, and Bitch Lasagna would just be playing over and over again. But despite everyone's efforts, PewDiePie was passed by TSeries, and right now PewDiePie has 111 million subscribers and TSeries has 264 million. DeFi Media was a media company that had subsidiaries like Smosh and Clever Entertainment, and on November 5th, they went to shit. So the company CEO, Matt Diamond, made multiple offers to the bank's senior creditor to buy the company, and those offers were rejected. DeFi Media ceased all operations, laid off every single one of its employees, and they left Smosh homeless. Later on that same day, all of their assets were frozen. You might be wondering, why were their offers denied? They didn't have any money and they had a shitty reputation. DeFi really is a shit media company. They stole over $1.7 million from MatPat, and they also did not pay a lot of people for advertising, which resulted in a $300,000 lawsuit from one of the companies that they screwed over. YouTube Rewind 2018. On December 6th, YouTube released YouTube Rewind 2018, and it quickly became the most disliked video on YouTube. Right now, it has over 20 million dislikes. Why? Well, a lot of people are saying because it's cringe, but if we're being like extremely for real with ourselves, every single YouTube Rewind is cringe. Every single one of them. On the other hand, the whole theme of YouTube Rewind 2018 was, you control Rewind, we're gonna give the people what they want. And they didn't do that. YouTube Rewind gave us some memes.
Yeah, it's Rewind time.
And I'm so proud of this community.
Oh, that's hot.
If I'm being so honest with myself, I liked YouTube Rewind. I still kind of like YouTube Rewind. I wholeheartedly think we should bring them back because there is no better feeling than sitting and watching YouTube Rewind and getting so excited when your favorite YouTubers pop up. Bring back YouTube Rewind. It's actually insane to think about the fact that every single one of these things happened in the same year. YouTube and the internet in general in 2018 was absolute brain rot, and I think the closest year that comes to the septic tank that was 2018 internet was 2020 internet, but I wholeheartedly think 2018 internet was worse. I feel like I only think that because in 2018 I was in middle school going into my freshman year of high school, and I was the worst person I knew And in 2020, I had major character development. Something I want to add to show you how insufferable I was that my sophomore year of high school, there was a superlative called funniest memes, and I wanted that shit so bad. I campaigned for it. I texted every single person I knew at my school saying, hey, vote me for funniest memes, and I won that shit. And I made it my entire personality. Another thing that I did that I am a little embarrassed to admit is during lunch for like a month, I changed the name in my phone to Meme Machine, and I would airdrop people memes. And there was another kid in my grade who started claiming that he was Meme Machine, and I got so pissed off that he was claiming to be Meme Machine that I just stopped altogether. If we went to high school together and you remember Meme Machine, that was me. Anyway, that's it. Stop looking at me.